Hey, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Walter's Wallet, and last year PenFed pulled the applications to their Pathfinder card, and it was supposed to be relaunched sometime early this year, but with everything going on in the world, that never happened. But now we're seeing PenFed open up again applications to this card, and it's updated and refreshed. But while it's refreshed, I do have some concerns about this card. So let's take a look at it to see if this is a card you should be considering for your wallet. Now, if you want a simple way to help out this channel, consider hitting that thumbs up button. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn that bell notification on as well so you don't miss out on future videos. Now, the Pathfinder card comes with a 50,000 point bonus after you spend $3,000 in the first 90 days. Now, while 50,000 points is definitely going to grab your attention, remember the points from different companies or different loyalty programs are not the same for value. And the point values for PenFed do vary depending on how you redeem those points. And in many cases, they're worth less than 1 cent per point. And for gift cards, you're looking at a value of around 0.85 cents per point. For airfare, it's a little bit better, around 0.9 cents per point. And for hotels, you can get a value of up to 1.25 cents per point. And that means this sign-up bonus is worth somewhere in the ballpark of $425 to $625. And from a percentage standpoint, that means you're earning somewhere between 14 to 21% back during that bonus spend. And this isn't that bad of a return on your bonus spend. Now, the earning rates on the PenFed Pathfinder card can be a decent option for travel purchases, and I'll explain. Now, you're going to earn triple points on all travel, then a point and a half per dollar on all other purchases. But if you're a PenFed Honors Advantage member, then you're actually going to earn 4 points per dollar on all your travel purchases. Now, earning 4x on all travel is a pretty solid offer. Now, to be an Honor Advantage member, you need to be a member of the military, which can include active duty, being in the reserves, honorably discharged, or even retired, or you need to have an Access America checking account, which will also make you an Honor Advantage member. And it's actually pretty easy to open one of these accounts, and to avoid the monthly fees, you either need to have $500 in direct deposits each month, or have an average daily balance of $500 or more. So you could just park $500 in your account, and that should give you enough to give you access to earn 4x on all travel, and you're also gonna get no monthly fees on this account. And based on the point values, if you are earning 4x on travel, that means you would earn about 3.4% back if you redeem for gift cards, 3.6% back on airfare, and up to 5% on hotels. And if you're earning triple points on travel, that means your return would be about 2.55% back for gift cards, 2.7% back for airfare, and 3.75% for hotels. Then for your non-bonus spend, the return would be about 1.28% back for gift cards, 1.35% back for airfare, and up to 1.88% back for hotels. And really, you can do much better for your non-bonus spend, because even at the Pathfinder's best, it's really just not good enough, because 2% is the lowest amount of rewards you should be earning. Then for the travel expenses, if you're earning 4 points per dollar, then it's not too bad of a return, and ideally you would want to use these points for hotels since that is the best return for your points. But you can also do better with other cards out there in terms of value for your spend. But the earning rates, they do seem good, but when you break it down and look at how much the points are worth and your return on that spend, it's not as impressive as it initially seems. Then the PenFed Pathfinder does have a $95 annual fee that's not waived in the first year. But if you are an Honors Advantage member, when you apply for the card, your annual fee will actually be waived, saving you $95 a year. Now, if you become an Advantage member after you apply for the card, your following annual fee renewal, that annual fee will be waived for you at that point in time. So getting this card for no annual fee isn't too shabby, especially once you consider the benefits, which we'll look at in just a minute. And this card does have no foreign transaction fees as well, and since it's now a Visa card instead of an American Express card, it will be accepted pretty much anywhere you go. So this could be a solid option to take with you if you have this card when traveling abroad. Now, redemption options do seem to be a little bit more limiting on this card, because you can redeem these points for merchandise or services, travel, or gift cards. There's actually no way to cash out your points if you wanted to, and there are not any transfer partners as well. And with gift cards only offering the value of 0.85 cents per point, this is the lowest value redemption option for your PenFed points. Then for airfare, it's not much better at 0.9 cents per point. Now, one thing I don't see mentioned on the new refreshed Pathfinder card, but was listed on the old American Express version as well as other PenFed cards, is that when you book airfare through their travel portal, you're going to pay a $15 fee for airfare when you book online, or if you do it over the phone, it's a $25 fee. But having fees to book flights, especially online, is such a garbage move, and it does eat into your value as well. But the best option for redeeming your points might just be for hotels at up to 1.25 cents per point. But if I'm a betting guy, I would bet their travel portal either has limited redemption options or some sort of price inflation compared to other booking options, including booking directly, or it could be a mix of both of those. So the redemption options on this card aren't super valuable and don't offer a way to get a lot of extra value from your points. And I actually think it's a little bit underwhelming, and frankly, cashback does outdo this in a number of ways. And also a big negative to PenFed is the fact they make it quite unclear to customers how much their points are worth when you look at this card on their website and in their fine print. Not much is listed on their website here, and you really have to dig elsewhere to find that information, and I'm not a fan of that. I think they need to be more transparent on this. Now, there are actually some decent benefits on the Pathfinder card that could make it a reason to get this card or even keep it, because right off the bat, you're getting a $100 airline credit to use on domestic carriers, and these include Alaska Airlines, American Airlines, Delta, Frontier, Hawaiian, JetBlue, Southwest, and United. Now, it is listed that award tickets are not considered part of this incidental credit, but we're going to have to see if this is really accurate or not, because other cards that offer this benefit have similar language, but also have other ways to redeem that may not be listed. Then you're also going to get a TSA PreCheck or Global Entry credit good for up to $100 every 4 years. All you need to do is pay for your TSA or Global Entry application with your Pathfinder card and the credit will be issued to you. Then it also mentions you're going to get Priority Pass Lounge access. Now, don't be fooled here, because the lounge benefit does not gain you access at no additional cost. You need to pay for lounge access each time you wanted to use this benefit. So while this is listed as a benefit on their website, this is actually not that great of a benefit. And if you're someone looking for lounge access, there are plenty of cards on the market that get you access to lounges at no additional cost outside of its annual fee. And what I really don't like is that the info on PenFed about this information on lounges is pretty scarce. And if someone didn't know better, they would not know that, and they would think they would actually have access at no additional cost to these lounges. And I think that's pretty crappy of PenFed here. Then you also do get some travel protections as well, which I think are pretty decent. You're going to get trip delay coverage good for up to $300 if your flight is delayed 12 hours or more. You get baggage delay and lost luggage coverage, as well as extended warranty and purchase protection. Now, the trip delay coverage on this card may not be as good as some other cards in the market, like the Chase Sapphire Preferred, for example, but if you can get this card with no annual fee, then having trip delay coverage and other travel protections with no annual fee is actually pretty nice. And you also get that airline credit, which depending on how easy it is for people to use, could reduce their effective annual fee, or depending on how you value it, could make this card a negative effective annual fee as well. Now, first off, I don't like how secretive or difficult PenFed makes it to find out some of the information on this card. I consider myself pretty well versed in this stuff, and I had a hard time finding out some of the information on this card myself. So I can't imagine how difficult it would be for someone who doesn't understand this stuff as much to find out some basic information such as how much are my points worth. Now, there's no doubt the 50,000 point bonus caught your eye, but the big number does not always mean big value. But even if you're someone who just bought gift cards with that bonus, it's still worth about $425, so it's not a terrible bonus. But I think this card falls short on a few things. The redemption options are too limited and don't offer great value overall. I think it would be nice to see them offer better values for redemptions and even possibly a cash out option as well. Then the lack of information they mention about this card on their website, I think is pretty bad. Now, even while the earning rates overall aren't too exciting on the Pathfinder card, this card could still be worth getting it for the bonus if you're someone in the late game. I don't think I would consider looking at this card before a lot of other cards on the market. But if you were an Honors Advantage member, then you can get this card with no annual fee, so it does make it a little bit better and could make it worth getting this card and holding this card, especially considering you would get that $100 airline credit each year, which would give you positive value on this card even if you only used it for that airline credit. And it does have decent travel protections as well. So while I've been waiting on the refresh for this card for a little bit of time now, for me, I think this card is a pass. There are just better cards on the market that offer more value than this one. So tell me, what do you think about the refreshed PenFed Pathfinder card? Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in this video. If you want to help support the channel, take a look at the links down in the description below. And if you know somebody that could benefit from this video, feel free to share it with them. And until next time, safe travel and take care.